Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello guys, in this video we're going to discuss about how to expand and simplify surds with brackets. As you can see, the first example says expand and simplify. So we have 4 plus root 7 into bracket 3 minus root 7. So let's find out how to solve such kind of surds with brackets. Now what we do here is that we take this 4 multiplied by 3, and then again we take the 4 multiplied by 7, root 7 I mean. So let's try. We say 4 into 3 minus root 7. Oops, yeah, fine. Then again take this root 7 multiply with 3, and then the same root 7 multiply with root 7. In other words, we use this bracket, each element in this bracket, to multiply with the other bracket. So now we said 4 multiplied by this bracket, which is 4 into 3 minus root 7. Again, we take root 7 into 3 minus root 7. Okay guys, let's open up the bracket. So 4 by 3, that is 12, and 4 multiplied by root 7, this is a surd. So it's just like saying A times B, you just get AB. Therefore, you cannot let in this 4 inside the root. Therefore, it just remains to be 4 root 7. Again, we are done with this part of the bracket. And then let's come to this other side. Plus root 7 times 3, we're going to get the same case we have done the other way. This is a number, this is a root. So we'll have 3 root 7. And then ultimately we are having root 7 times minus root 7. What you know is that root 7 times root 7 you will end up having, since they are under the same root, you can multiply. In the other videos, in the previous video, we have discussed how to multiply two surds. Then you will end up having root of 49, which is exactly 7. So root 7 times root 7 is just simply 7. And the sign of negative multiplied by positive multiplied by a negative just remains to be a negative. As you know, when you multiply by a positive, you get a positive. Negative by positive, you get a negative. And negative, okay, or rather positive times a negative, you get a negative. And negative multiplied by a negative, you get a positive. I hope this one you have been taught back in Form 1. So in this occasion, it's very easy. When you multiply positive times a negative number, you will end up having negative times positive, a negative result. So you'll have minus 7. Now what next? Let's collect the like terms together. By collecting the like terms together, here we have positive 12, here we have minus 7. So we'll have 12 minus 7, and then we have minus 4 root 7 plus 3 root 7. So now 12 minus 7, according to us, these are numbers. So 12 minus 7, that is going to give you what? That's going to give you, okay, 5, yeah. And then the surds, minus 4 root 7 plus 3 root 7. So without considering the roots, just try to consider the coefficient of the root, which is minus 4 plus 3. So minus 4 plus 3 becomes minus 1 root 7. And that is your end result. So your end result is 5 minus root 7. Okay, now let's go to another example. Okay, let's go for the second example. So the second example says, okay, it says 2 minus root 3 multiplied by 2 plus root 3. In the same case we have done in the previous example, the same case we're going to use the same method. So we take this 2 multiplied by 2, the same 2 multiplied with root 3, and then take this minus root 3 multiplied with 2, again with root 3. That, when simplified, becomes 2 into 2 plus root 3, then minus, meaning you take this number, multiply with this surd bracket. Again, take minus root 3 multiplied with what is inside this bracket, which is 2 plus root 3. So now if you open up the bracket, you will end up having 2 by 2, that is 4. And then, as you remember very well, we have 2, a number, multiplied by root 3, you'll just have 2 root 3. Then again here, minus root 3 times 2, that becomes minus 2 root 3. And finally, we'll have minus root 3 multiplied by positive root 3. As you can remember very well, here we said negative by positive. Negative by positive, it will give you a negative result. So we'll have minus root 3 times root 3. Remember, whenever you multiply same roots, a number that is same under the roots, you'll get the number. In short, if you multiply root 3 times root 3, you will end up having 3 times 3, that is 9, root 9. And we know we have an exact root for 9, which is 3. So simply, when you multiply root 3 by root 3, you will have 3 without the root. So next, we collect the like terms together. Let's check the numbers. We have positive 4 minus 3. So 4 minus 3, then we have the surds, mixed surds. 2 root 3 minus 2 root 3. Very simple. Plus 2 root 3 minus root 3, it cancels each other. That is plus 1 minus 1. So we'll end up having 4 minus 3, which is 1. I hope that is clear. Now let's go to another example. Now the other example is going to be, now the third example is going to be root 2 plus root 3. This time round is a bit different. You're told to simplify and expand this type of surds with bracket. As you can see, this is root 3 plus root 2, root 2 plus root 3 squared. That simply means we can say root 2 plus root 3. This power 2 means you multiply this one twice, meaning you'll have again another bracket of root 2 plus root 3. If you can remember very well the way we have done in the other two examples, you take root 2, you use this left hand side bracket to multiply with what is inside the other bracket. That is root 2 by root 2, again root 2 by root 3. And then you take this other remaining root 3 multiplied by root 2, again root 3 multiplied by root 3. Let's put down into writing, that is root 2 multiplied by what is inside this other bracket, root 2 plus root 3, and then the other value, which is root 3, again multiply with the other bracket. So let's multiply. As you can remember very well, whenever you multiply two similar roots numbers, you will get the number itself. In short, what do I mean? I mean that if you have root 2 by root 2, you will end up having root of 4, which is just 2, because we have an exact square root of 4, which is 2. Therefore, root 2 multiplied by root 2, you will have 2. Again, root 2 times root 3, we can multiply even if they are different. So root 2 times root 3, that is simply 2 times 3, that is 6. You'll have plus root of 6. Now we are done with this part of the bracket. Again, let's come to this other side. Plus root 3 times root 2, we'll have root 6. And then root 3 times root 3, we'll have 3. As we have said, root 2 times root 2, that is 2. Then root 3 times root 3, we'll have 3. Let's collect the like terms together by adding 2 plus 3. And then we have plus root 6 plus root 6. 2 plus 3, that is 5. If you can remember very well, in addition of surds, we said if surds, when you're adding surds, you can only surds which are similar. They are similar surds. Another factor is that you add only the coefficient, meaning this is like a plus a, that is 2a, meaning the coefficient of root 6 is 1 and the coefficient of root 6 is 1. So 1 plus 1, that is 2 root 6 in short. That is the answer. Now let's do one final question, one final example that is a bit tricky. So now let's have something like mixed surds 2 root 3 plus 4, let's say root 2. Again, multiplied with, let's say 5 root 3, okay, minus 3, or rather, yeah, 3 root 2. So, very easy. You do the same way. Now, you take this 2 root 3 multiplied by that. Again, 2 root 3 multiplied with that. The same way you multiply with this remaining to this one and then to this one. So let's put into writing. So we have 2 root 3 into 5 root 3 minus 3 root 2 plus this one 4 root 2 into 5 root 3 minus 3 root 2. Here now what do? We multiply the numbers, which is 2 times 5 into root 3 times root 3. Differently, you multiply separately. So you'll get 2 times 5, that is 10. Root 3 times root 3, that is going to be just 3. As the way we have done in this other case, root 2 times root 2, that is 2. So root 3 times root 3 just gives you 3. Now let's multiply 2 root 3 times 3 root 2. 2 times 3, that is minus 6 into root 3 times root 2, that is root 6. We are done with this part. Let's go to the other side. So we'll have 4 root 2 multiplied by 5 root 3. So we multiply the numbers alone. 4 times 5, that is 20, into root 2 times root 3, that is root 6. Then ultimately, let's multiply 4 by 3. That's going to give us minus 12. Then root 2 times root 2, that is obviously times 2. Now let's simplify further. 2 times 5, that is 10, times 3, that is 30, minus 6 root 6, plus 20 root 6, minus 12 times 2, that is 24. Let's correct the like terms together. So we'll have 30 minus, okay, 30 minus 24 minus 6 root 6 plus 20 root 6. So 30 minus 24, that's going to be 6. Minus 6 plus 20, that's going to give you plus 14 root 6. And that is the end of my video. Thank you for watching. Until next time.